So the next tip, and this is where we start taking some action. We've done some exploring now. We've started looking into what it is that we are, who we are, and where life has been taking us, and how to take back control so that we can start taking life and the experiences it's given us down the pathway of our perfect life of purpose. So one of the greatest things you can do next to start making this happen, even if you still don't know where you're going, is to write down 101 things that you know. 101 things you know how to do, 101 things you know about, 101 things you think other people should know, whether it's stuff you've seen on telly, read in a book, whether it's things you've learnt about formally or informally, whether through your experiences it's just stuff that you just think other people should know about. It doesn't matter what topic it's in. Even if you're planning on becoming a builder, feel free to talk about some of the greatest philosophies you've ever heard of. Just literally write down and brainstorm and keep going. Don't stop at 101 if you can do more than that. Write down all of the things you know how to do. And then one by one, start teaching them. Now, when I first decided I wanted to be a professional speaker, I had absolutely no idea what my niche was. I had no idea what my specific topics for talking were going to be. I just knew that I roughly had to go in the direction of speaking. So this, by the way, isn't a tip just for people who want to be speakers or just for people who want to get out on stage and teach. But this is a really great technique for you to uncover what your particular specialization might be. Now, one of the things I did to find out what my topics might be was I simply took my smartphone, went down the local park, sellotaped it to a tree, and 1 hour a week for 10 weeks religiously, I just talked to the camera. Now, sometimes it was one of the topics that I'd written down from my 101 things that I knew how to do. Sometimes I literally just went to the park not having a clue what I was going to talk about. And what it did for me is a couple of things. But the most primary thing was that it showed me, watching those videos back, what things I naturally started to talk about. It also gave me clues as to who I was naturally talking to, because I didn't go there with any intention of who the audience was behind the lens I was looking down. I just talked. So this is a fantastic way for you to start to uncover what your preference is and who your audience tends to be. Are you talking to a group of people? Are you talking to one particular person? Are you talking to professionals? Are you talking to stay-at-home mums? That will become really evident if you just start talking. Now, one of the other great things to do to get immediate feedback, because feedback is part of the efficacy effect of creating a life of desired results, is to do this teaching and this talking live if you can. Now, for those of you who haven't heard of some fantastic live video streaming that's now available out there, one of them is called Periscope. Periscope is owned by Twitter. And if you have a Twitter account, just download the Periscope app on your phone. And essentially, just like doing a video, you press record, but instead of going into the memory on your phone, it actually streams out live to the world. So it can be daunting, but these people are strangers. Who cares? And what happens is they can actually give comments and love hearts and likes as you're talking. This is live feedback. It couldn't be more perfect. So just talk about anything. Talk about your topic. Talk to whoever you think you're talking to. And the people who enjoy that will start commenting and start giving you feedback. And that will essentially tell you whether or not you're on the right path, whether what you're talking about is interesting and helpful to your particular audience. You cannot get better market research than that, and you cannot explore more live than that. And by golly, will it help you build confidence in saying your message out loud. Simply articulating it for the first time will really, really help you word it and bring it out and bring it to life. You can then obviously take that to the next level. It can be a lot safer hiding behind the lens of a camera on the internet. It's in the safety of your living room than it is actually presenting in front of a group of people. Now, what I'm not saying is you have to go out and learn how to be a trainer or a presenter necessarily. This group of people might be your friends coming around for coffee. It may be just gathering a group of people together who might be in your target audience. It might be going to a network meeting. And start saying it out loud to your particular audience. Start saying, well, this is what I do, this is what my specialization is, this is how I help people. Because you only are that person when you start doing it and start saying it. So pass it on and start experimenting and playing with it, because every time you say it, you've moved a tiny bit further along your journey, you'll learn things, you'll iterate, and you'll begin to repurpose your purpose.